Welcome back to Less Cash, More Mash. My name's Tom,
And I'm Mike.
and today is Blind Fight Friday. So today's adventure on Blind Fight Friday, again, leave a comment down below what two bottles we have that you would actually like to see. And I should describe what it is, actually. So our Blind Fight Friday is we pick two random bottles, or not random, we select two bottles from our collection.
We did.
And we try to figure out which one we end up liking better. It can be a win, it can be a loss. There's going to be a winner, a loser, or it's going to be a draw. So if we don't decide, Mike poured mine, I was out of the room. I poured his, he's out of the room. We may be drinking the bottles together. We may not be. We'll have to see.
This is a tricky one now for
and
me.
I'll leave
For both of us. Actually.
well, yeah, it's part of the thing. So I'll leave a. You'll see. I'm editing it a little bit different. Let me know if you like the way I'm editing it too. We're like, I'll put the picture down and say who's drinking what at the time. So we're gonna start with glass number one.
While he's waving, I was just checking them out.
They're both 107 proof anyway. So we and I believe we like the single barrel of the Baker's better. So we went with the better of the two. But I don't think I'm gonna hate either one of these
I
two.
don't recall we really disliked either Bakers.
No, they were
I
both
think
delicious.
It was like on a very, very.
I think it was a
slim
minute.
chance.
No, I agree.
And bottom, even if somebody handed us either one of them.
In fact,
like,
I almost did that. To be honest with you, I almost did the Bakers versus Baker. That was going to.
That
be
we kind of did. That's why.
That's why I went with this one, because I haven't drank this one since we probably cracked it. You know what I mean? So
It's two of us. I might have had. No, I think I had the other one.
I might have had a little bit when Steve came over or something, but
again,
it's not cranking on the nose today.
No. Well,
I'm actually shocked at that.
I know usually, and that's why I went back and forth earlier.
I haven't
and
yet.
Both of them didn't. But I know usually Weller, after it sits and you have a sip, then it kind of jumps higher.
In its defense, it's relatively chilly up here, so this is pretty this is pretty cool.
It is chilled
Mm-hmm.
for a June day. Plus, it's like a dungeon. He's got every darkened shades, darkened this. So
Trying to make the lighting better, but speaking of lighting, we didn't turn any lights on.
Probably the last few videos.
No.
Slipped.
That's very interesting, because what I had on the nose, I wasn't sure. The taste was very good, but I think I can.
I thought it would. I thought I was going to get a bigger hit, and it really didn't give me a hit like I thought it was going to.
That's very good.
Mm-hmm.
That's very good. I will say, I think I'm guessing. I'll wait till I go to glass number two, but I think I know what I'm drinking right here.
If I was to guess myself,
Mm-hmm.
I think I might have Baker's in my left hand right now. If for a quick,
I was gonna wait until I tried the
I know.
second one, because there is a sweetness, but I also think I have Baker's in my left hand right now. But if that's the case, that'll make it easier editing for me. I'll just put I'll put it down, and I'll put the picture, and I'll just put both of us are drinking it. So,
all right, you going to two?
yeah. Ooh.
No sip, so it takes a bit for me. This.
See, this was the
Not
weird
that I'm
thing,
the challenging
because
expert.
when I smelt it originally, I was waiting to get my butterscotch smell, and I did not get that on there. But I got a nice sweetness on the flavor on glass number one. Now on the nose on this one, I'm getting a deep nut smell, which is going to make me think it's Baker's instead, and the sweetness is going to make me think it's the Weller.
So for me right now on mine, the nose is starting to come through, which is going to lean for me towards the Weller. That's without a sip.
I haven't sipped it yet. No, I'm just gonna just on the nose. Like I haven't
trying to shake
back.
the F out of it, but it's not.
Well, you know why? Because usually on the Buffalo Trace products, I get a nice butterscotchy smell, and I wasn't getting that on that one. But again, it is relatively chilly up here, so these are actually chilled.
I'm not sad with that.
This is a tough one. This is a tough one. I really like both of them.
I think there's just a little more flavor in my number 2. It seems to be lasting, lingering a little bit longer.
It's funny you should say that, because on that sip I just did, I just thought the same thing. But I think we're drinking opposite ones now.
Why, you think you're in a Baker on the right?
I think I might be
I don't
now. Because I'm not getting that sweetness I usually get out of the Weller.
Do I have a Weller? I forget. I think I do have one. Don't drink it. This nose right now, I'm still leaning towards my number 2. I'm leaning towards a Weller, but I'll go back to one here in a minute.
Well, I already had time to do the 1 and the 2, so we can knick-knack to try to figure out which one I like better. But I'm just thinking palate-wise, that was really good. I almost think it was a little more viscous, that the flavor lasted longer on my glass number 2.
This requires a lot more nose and mouthfeel, I guess.
I am not getting the traditional Weller nose that I usually get.
But if I remember, Baker's took a little bit to come around. I'm still thinking right now. I'm drinking.
I don't get it on the nose, but I definitely get it on the flavor. Now it's which one do you like better? I almost want to draw it myself. These are both absolutely phenomenal.
We weren't going on which one we like better, did we? We were just going to say
no. We're gonna, but yeah, it wasn't whether we pick it right. It's whether which one tastes better. This is a fight between the two whiskeys,
but they're a little different.
I know, that's the pad prop. That's the hard
one's
part.
A little smoother than the other.
I don't know
if I could use that in my.
I don't like
brain.
Smooth because I think they're both phenomenal. Like, what do you mean by smooth?
Well, it's one's a little choppier than the other. Like my number 1, I think, is a little choppier than number 2. As far as it seems to have a little more of an aggressive, quick hit, and then this one, number 2, for me, seems to be a little easier. And the nose is jumping right now.
I think I have the bottle switched. I actually think my number 1 is the Weller. My number 2 is the Baker's. But the thing, I'm trying to see the overall experience, and this is a tough one to try to pick.
Number 2 has a nice little.
They both
have a nice little hang time.
That's what I'm saying. The finish on both of these are really good.
There's a little something different in one. Not in a bad way. It's just it's a little. They're not totally the same flavor going down. The noses are close. My nose in number 2 is a little stronger. But flavor going down is a little extra something in my number 1.
And that's my issue right now is I'm pretty sure Weller is in number 1, Baker is in number 2. There's a beautiful sweetness that comes with the Weller. It's like a nice it's that fruity butterscotch that I get on a taste. I'm not really getting it. Oh, I just got it in the eye. Dripped all the way down to my face. I'm not getting it so much in the nose. I smell a lot of oak in the nose, actually. I'm getting on that.
My number 1 has a little more barrel.
And this one has a hint of a peanut. And so I'm thinking this is Baker's. I'm getting a hint of the peanut, but the flavor is just explodes in your mouth.
I'm finding it hard to believe that I don't have Weller in my right. And again, not that my left is.
I guess my question is going to be 2. Which one? My second one does drink a little bit more aggressive, but I like everything about it.
And I'm not gonna if we're opposite, which I don't know. I say that's what's going on in my left hand, which is the nose isn't as strong. So to me, the nose isn't as strong and is a little all like flow in my right hand. So
and I'm doing this too. I'm saying right now, this one has more of a sweetness, and it has the mouthfeel is almost identical. But I will say, whatever's in my second glass is a little bit more on the aggression. Where this is just the first one is just. I mean, I am literally pulling hairs because these are both phenomenal.
Yeah. I guess in my head for the ease and smooth and tasting extracurricular, I don't think they're too far off that way. I'm going to put my number 2 a little ahead of 1, I think.
Yeah, I think I like the sweetness more than I like the peanut butter, and I really like the second one, but I'm getting a peanut butter in the second one, so I'm assuming that's so. I'm thinking my first one is Weller and my second one is Baker's. They are both very good, but I think in the Weller just gives me a total experience a little bit better.
I'm thinking my left hand's Baker's. I think it's up there, and my Weller is to the right.
Well, let's go and see. That's your thing.
If we're see if I'm even close this week.
Yep, they're both very good. If you can get a hold of either one of these two, I don't even know if we looked at.
I would think
paid $59 for this one and $49 for this one.
I would think
they're both.
Most people could probably get a Baker's.
They're more
the Weller. Everyone, there's certain stores.
Yeah,
and I won't say which ones will definitely have it hidden or high priced. So let me.
Okay, so on yours,
what did you call your one? Yeah, number 1.
I think my 1 is Weller, and number 2 is Baker's.
Then A plus. That's what I did.
Okay, so then
and yeah.
So let me just do it. So on your pour, my Weller was glass 1, and Baker's was glass 2. So, and I gave the nod to Weller. So on yours, I put Baker on the left and Weller on the right. So your glass 1 was Baker's and glass 2, and you said you like this one too. So the overall winner today, then we actually
the nose to me, the Weller nose is like it cranks after a couple sips,
right?
To me.
So Weller takes it on this one, but honestly, they are super close on either one of them.
It takes it only because really we're like nitpicking.
We are, and it's literally we're drinking them side by side with each other because either one of these two pours.
And the nose now, Baker's is
they're both very good, and they both have a decent nose, but there's a fruitiness to this one that really shines through, and the mouthfeel and everything.
This has a little more of a hit to me,
right?
Like an initial, you're drinking it. That one's a little more refined, I guess, and it's not like they're not. It feels that way.
It's just neither one of these. I'm glad we did this one because I haven't drank either one of these in a while, and they are both phenomenal. Mm-hmm. So, well, there you go. So you picked Weller on that one also. So just
I don't feel like a total donkey that I at least can somewhat.
Well, these are kind of totally different. The only thing that really had me as weird, and now I'm starting to get. Now I'm getting a butterscotch in it. Where I wasn't getting it in the nose at all. I was getting it in the taste, but I wasn't getting it in the nose at all. And I'm like, I don't understand that. That doesn't make any sense. And I definitely get the
nose
in
the nose in the Weller is just like all over. It's like a whole mirage of everything. So and that really stands out.
Honestly, the flavor does the same thing. It just jumps all over
with the easiness
stuff. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. So. Well, there you go.
If you can get that, that's another great pick.
Yeah, either one of them. Both of these are phenomenal ones, and we didn't go a big disparity this time. It was literally they're both 107 proof, and let's see who wins.
Both probably close 60-60.
Yeah, they're right around
70, whatever. 70, 50, 60.
Yeah. So, well, there you go. Blind Fight Friday. Again, leave a comment down below what 2 bottles you'd like to see. Once I start doing that, I'll start using the ones you guys comment again.
Yeah,
remember,
it'd be good to have your input.
Right. Remember, we're a few weeks ahead, so they will eventually start coming with if you guys make suggestions. So
a little ways out.
Yeah, we're a few weeks ahead. So that being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.
Subscribe.